Hitesh Shah is joining in right now. He's Analyst Telecom and Technology, Director Equity Research at IDFC Securities. Hitesh, good morning. As always, pleasure to have you here on the channel.
Sure, thanks.
You know, Hitesh, I'm referring to very short-term phenomenon of TCS and HCL Tech selling off after numbers came through. It might be profit-taking, we don't know. I mean, it might be just people getting tired after so much that stocks have done. But should one read a little bit more and say, well, maybe the best is behind, because the commentary is so divergent. You've got TCS and HCL, which are guiding for improvement, and Wipro and Infosys, which are very clearly being extremely cautious. Is it time for one to be very cautious on the sector itself?
Sure. If you look at what has really played out in the stock post the results of TCS and HCL Tech has been, where their valuation are and how they delivered. So while their quarterly results were in line with the expectation, what probably, has been is it's largely priced in the current valuation. And to that extent, for the stock to move to the next level, we will have to see an positive surprise on the result front, and that is what we did not see in both HCL Tech and TCS result. Having said that, yes, commentaries have been divergent, but they have been divergent from last 2-3 quarters. I do not believe that things are going to worsen or FY14 would be worse than FY13, while FY14 could be still a tough year, but don't think it would be worse than FY13. And we might see a recovery in the IT spending in overall global environment probably towards the end of FY14 is our view here.
So you think it would be too much to extrapolate this divergent commentary to say maybe the best is over? You think that would be going too far?
That's right.
Right. Are people buying these stocks now because they see great growth and valuations are okay, or they're buying these stocks because they are export-oriented sectors, they've done well, track records are good, clean companies, they're not government-facing companies, so no issue there. So there is this sense of safety. Which one is it? What is the basic driver now for people to buy these stocks now at this stage?
Okay, so what we had seen in the last 3 months is, a lot of people have been buying into IT services sector because of the negative factors related to domestic economy. Also, government intervention is least in this sector. While all of these negative domestic factors had been leading to a weakening rupee, which in fact helps all exporter. And this being an export-oriented sector was a beneficiary of the weaker rupee. And all combination of this effort had led to a lot of domestic mutual fund going overweight on India, Indian IT services within their India portfolio, primarily because they were not as positive on India. Also, what we had seen in the last couple of weeks has been the domestic factors seem to be turning a little better. We had seen some of the current account deficit figures for the last few months, which have been a little better than the expected, and also we had seen that the rupee has kind of started appreciating a little bit or has stabilized. And also what we see in the quarterly result of all of these companies is the rupee weakness that we saw in FY13 has not really benefited earnings for the shareholders, but a lot of these benefits were passed on to the clients. And to that extent, these IT stocks are no longer as big a play on the weakness of rupee. All of these factors are playing out in the last 2 weeks. My view is, IT might still give you a decent return, but it would not significantly outperform market over the next 6 to 12 months.
Okay, and they'll do well, but they won't do as well as they've done before. That's what you're saying?
Yes, I think while best might not be behind for these stocks, but at least for the next 6 to 9 months, I don't see IT giving an outperformance the way it gave in the first quarter of this calendar.
Right. You said local mutual funds went overweight. What do you hear from foreigners? Obviously, there's been no big selling in that sense from foreigners, but what do you hear incrementally?
So our sense has been that most of the FI where India it's not just an India portfolio, but it's an emerging market portfolio. These guys have been underweight on India, and within that they had been overweight on Indian IT services.
Right. No, but do you see a change after the big outperformance? Do you see them thinking and talking about maybe booking some gains there, or no?
No, our sense is, a lot of this FIs believe that the capex cycle in US is returning, and which would be a big beneficiary for Indian IT, as uptake in a global capex or in capex in developed market leads to a lot of discretionary IT spend, which is good for Indian IT services. So I don't think FIs have been kind of negative on Indian IT as such.
Okay, got that. I just want to talk about this draft immigration bill. Some are terming the current draft as disastrous if it is implemented like it is. It might not be. There'll be a lot of debate before it gets passed through. But what is your sense? Have you looked at it in detail in terms of what is out in the media right now?
So we haven't gone through the complete draft. It's a very big document. Though if you look at some of the provisions, directionally they are negative for Indian IT. Though there might not be an immediate impact for FY14 as such for any of the larger companies. However, a lot of smaller unlisted businesses which are so much on-site, staff augmentation kind of a work, where they kind of do not have too much of an offshore delivery, but kind of provide the skill set to the client, those kind of businesses could be hurt. We do not see a significant impact on the tier 1 IT services stocks, or for that extent to a large, most of our coverage universe. But from an Indian IT perspective, yes, it is directionally negative. It could lead to a slightly higher cost of doing business in US. You might have to resort to hiring of lot more US citizens vis-a-vis taking Indians out there, which could lead to an increase in the cost of doing business and could hurt margins. But I don't see this bill as a disastrous in any angle.
Okay. We're just getting started and warmed up with results season. Hitesh, any specific companies, the large cap is behind now, any specific companies from the broader IT space that you are keenly awaiting results from to make up your mind about which way stocks can go?
I think apart from the top 4 companies that we had seen, the next catalyst for the sector as a whole might not be mid-cap IT companies, but a result of Cognizant, which would be in early May. As also the US GDP figures for Q1, which we would see later this week, and which would indicate where the US economy is directionally going, because the more smaller or monthly data point that we get from US have been very positive for the month of January and February, but were a little lackluster for the month of March. So I think US GDP growth rate, which would be later this week, and Cognizant result, which would be in early May, would be the 2 key data points from an Indian IT sector as a whole.
Okay, just last question. What are your top picks otherwise in the space, the tech space? Large caps, mid caps, everything.
Sure. So in large cap, we like Infosys the most because of its valuation, and we see the growth would return in the second half of the year, rated as an outperformer with a 3200 price target with an 18 months view. We have a neutral rating on TCS and Wipro and an underperformer on HCL Tech. Between TCS and Wipro, we prefer TCS over Wipro. Among small mid cap, we like KPIT Cummins and Persistent Systems. KPIT would be reporting the results next week, and they will be guiding for FY14, which we believe would be much better than what Street is expecting it to be. Persistent reported results yesterday, while Q4 was not as strong, but we believe that the underlying trend of IP business getting to almost 1/5 to 1/4 of their revenue is on track, and which would lead to the re-rating of that stock.
KPIT, TCS, Persistent, some of the names that you like. Hitesh, thanks very much for your time. Great to have you with us here as always on Opening Fire. Thanks for taking out time this morning. Appreciate it. Hitesh Shah, IDFC Securities, with his thoughts there.